Charles, a number of significant developments from over the weekend as well in terms of politics and all. We can begin to, in the words of Helen Apiampo,
Helen has got a sweet voice, so she must serenade people this morning with her sweet voice.
Certainly, my pleasure. Okay. Let's sink our teeth into the headline, shall we? Let's start off with the New Finder newspaper. Domestic Care Economy Program to create 100,000 jobs. Domestic Care Economy Program. I'm sure we can find out exactly what that is. Government supports 130 farming communities to end tomato imports. It will be interesting to also find out exactly what that support looks like. We've been told a number of times that the quality of seeds when it comes to our particular tomatoes is in question, so that the ones we're told that come from Burkina Faso are a bit more robust, a bit steadier, less water content, more of the meat, if you will. Why do we not have that kind of seedling? I don't know what exactly is the issue with that. Why
those ones, they believe they have a lot more chemicals in them.
From Burkina Faso?
Yeah, they have.
So that's why the shelf life is longer.
It's longer. Now, the ones that we plant here is not so. It's not so. They do it natural. They use a lot of natural means, so it comes with this natural form.
I don't know about chemicals that on a personal level, but I know with a lot of the work CSIR does, they're able to engineer for the crops to have a bit more extended period on the shelf, and those are things that can be looked at, because time and again, when we've had conversations in relation to tomato production and everything, they continue to tell us that, look, the variety you see from Burkina Faso, we have it here. In fact, they come to learn from us.
Then they go back, grow it better, and sell to us.
Exactly. So it's not a case of. That's why I will be a bit careful in terms of wanting to point to just chemicals, right? There's a bit more. There's a bit more in terms of crop engineering. We are finding climate resilient crops. We are working on climate resilient crops now, where it won't need as much water as previously we've known. Whatever crop it is will need, right? I know that there's some work that's been done in relation to cocoa as well. I'm not taking us away from tomato. I'm just trying to cite an example as to the sort of work that goes. You know, cocoa doesn't like a lot of water. When it rains too much, it tends to affect yields. They are seeking to engineer the next set of cocoa trees such that excessive rainfall, the El Nino effect, which is being discussed every now and then, does not affect production, amongst other things. We have it here. It's a problem of the telepathy, harmonization of, what work is being done here, getting the engineered seedlings to the farmers and all of that. Then we can see it. Those sometimes I feel that really is where the bottleneck is.
I see. Also on the front page of the New Finder newspaper, CBG secures $5 million to support 3,000 women, youth, and MSMEs. After pushes in interoperability digital systems for trade. Lot of English. After. What are we doing? MIF CSA move to protect Ghana's mineral revenues. The Daily Guide this morning, NPP elects new regional bosses. Baumia calls for unity. It's something that's high up on the agenda today. Do stick with us. Let's dissect what's going on as far as these elections are concerned. Sammy Wuku denies Yoko arrest. Full story on page 6. Accusations against Adamus false. Franklin Kujo also pictured here on the front page. A sad one. British Ghanaian Cambridge professor found dead. Sad.
Yeah.
I've also got the BNFT here. This is what the front page has for us. Aircraft line maintenance and its importance in the aviation industry. It's a featured story on page 5. Chinese vehicles gain ground as imports climbed to 22.1% market share. Okay, you guys are importing these. I've seen a couple of these vehicles where I couldn't recognize, the logo, and then every time I see, they said, "Oh, this one is from China." Interesting. 22.1% market share. We'll talk about it. Nearly half of SDI is insolvent. IMF pushes sector cleanup. Government targets illegal businesses around Greco transmission lines, gives 1 month ultimatum to evacuate, and boost productive sector lending. Oh, beg your pardon. And that's coming from the Bank of Ghana.
Okay, let's get into the news center this morning. It says agricultural growth slows to 3.6% in May. NPP's regional chairs pledge hard work and unity. Party renewal, grassroots mobilization for victory in 2028. And it's got pictures of Okoboy, Odenuhu Kwekwa Pia, Kwame Bafo, Jeff Kunedu, Ado, Mohammed, and Makafui. These are some of the guys who were elected as regional chairpersons or chairmen for the NPP.
Oh, I see. So Dr. Okoboy is now Greater Accra chairman.
Yeah, Okoboy is Greater Accra now. Odenuhu is Asante region. Kwame Bafo is Bono. Jeff is Eastern region. Mohammed is Northern region. Makafui is Volta region. There are a lot more that we need to get into. Now, government to invest 10 billion into agro-processing. This is according to the President, John Mahama. National Home Ownership Fund proposes housing levy. And Professor Amevenku, okay, the eyes of two people. Professor Amevenku elected 15th EP Church moderator. So, good morning to you, Elvis Darko. We'll fight a little bit on your front page, but we'll discuss it later on. So I was just telling Mawina that this is how Ghanaians, and this is what Ghanaians like to see. So government to invest $10 billion into agro-processing. I thought it should be the bold banner headline because it looks something more promising. But Ghanaians will choose politics over. You get it? So anyway, so maybe he's going according to how Ghanaians would like things to be done. Good morning, Elvis again. Okoboy secures decisive victory. That is the custodian. Baumia salutes new NPP regional executives, call for unity ahead of 2028. Asanteman Koka wins landslide, pledges inclusive leadership in Asante region. MPP. Galamsey is catastrophic under NDC. This is coming from Anodompre. And then agricultural growth slows to 3.6% in May. On the back page, you can see, Stanbic customers benefit from direct Chinese yuan settlement service. Let's get to the Ghanaian Times this morning. Ghanaian Times says, poor oral health linked to diabetes and hypertension. Ooh, that's dangerous.
Poor oral health.
Yeah, you gotta brush your teeth in the morning.
Linked to diabetes.
Brush your teeth
morning
before
and
bed.
evening. Yeah. There are some friends, you call them and you're having a conversation with them and you ask, "What? I'm in bed. Have you brushed your teeth?" They say, "Oh no." I'm like, "Hey, aren't you going to brush your teeth?" Charlie, like, nah.
Sometimes I can't lie, it's laziness, but you have to.
It is the mind, oh, it is the mind. Anyway, cutting waste, key to economic recovery. This is the President of the Republic of Ghana speaking. And then MOGCSP, that's Ministry of Gender, some children and
social
okay,
protection.
Targets zero child marriage by 2030. Oh, that's good news. Advocates support for teenage mothers to return to school. And the back page of Ghanaian Times, 23 South African returnees trained for jobs in logistics sector, and PURC secures 105,000 Ghana cedis relief for consumers. Well, I thought I was going to see something on sports because I think the ladies won something. I think Cameroon beat Nigeria to lift.
No, it was.
Was it? It was not Nigeria.
It was not Zambia. It was Malawi.
Malawi, right?
Yes,
Okay, Malawi.
They beat Malawi.
Okay. So
They beat Malawi to become first-time winners of the women's AFCON. Yeah. So yeah, they won yesterday. It was, I can say, thoroughly deserved. Their goalkeeper, an absolute standout from all of the developments from
What will we
there.
see? So were there two different competitions? Because I'm seeing Algeria claiming first WAFCON medal after shootout win over host Morocco. Which one is that?
So that was a third and fourth place, I suspect.
Okay. Algeria secured a podium finish for the first time.
Yes,
after
so it's a third place finish.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay,
It's a third place
all right.
finish.
But what is beating my mind is, why would you publish something on the second and third rather than the third and fourth rather than
nothing on the finals?
Yes,
It's a bit interesting.
it's strange and confusing.
Anyways,
Really.
let me get us into the online portals. We're done with the papers, right? Online portals. DVLA compliance officers to hit roads next week to enforce vehicle safety regulations. Cuts to HIV/AIDS funding threaten Africa's progress as children face biggest risk. DVLA CEO reviews illegal issuance of roadworthiness certificate at private testing stations, and poor street lighting raises safety concerns along Accra-Tema Beach Road. Low HIV testing among men skews the full picture, Ghana AIDS Commission. MyJoyOnline.com. Petrol prices to drop today with diesel up in mixed pump price review. Wound to me out, coca in. How NPP's new Ashanti chairman differs from his predecessor. Ghana to hold referendum on proposed constitutional amendment in 2027. Oh, it's according to the president. I'll get us details of that. 2 people dead in a road crash at Asin Fosu, Tano North. Chiefs petition Mahama over Galamsey distraction in River Tano. And Okoboy will help NPP win more seats in Greater Accra region. City Newsroom. GTA shuts down Elmina Beach Resorts. 3 others over regulatory breaches. Our goal is to win 2028 elections. Baumia tells NPP regional executives. GAO strike disrupt exams at UHAS, other public universities. Ghana to hold referendum on proposed constitutional amendments in 2027. It's according to the president. Ghana Web, prison is for human beings, not animals. Reverend Kusi Boateng declares readiness to go to jail. Says prison.
No, he's
Frederick,
declaring
you have the
readiness to
video,
go to
right?
jail. I mean,
You have the video. I sent
I mean,
the
he
link to
claims that, I mean, if a prison is built for human beings and he's a human being and he is what's the name, found culpable of doing a thing or the other and he's put in there, why not? He can go there. Yeah.
Are we able to hear from him? And is he speaking in relation to what is he?
A potential jail term he could be serving. Well, I don't think so. Anyways, well, whilst we look for that, I think.
No, I'll let us listen to it. I was just trying to align a few things. Here he is, right? Right. Okay. So here he is, in his own words, making that statement. Says that prison is for human beings, not animals.
Yes, which is a fact.
I want to say on my own pulpit that I don't care whoever thinks about it. Dr. Baumia is my friend and will continue to be my friend.
It's a bit low. I'll try and have it play from.
I heard him say,
my own pulpit.
Yeah, he is, right? No, let me rectify it just pretty shortly. Yes, so he speaks about Dr. Baumia being his friend and all of that.
Continue to be my friend. I want to say on my own pulpit that I don't care whoever thinks about it. Dr. Baumia is my friend and will continue to be my friend.
And it's a bit low. I'll try and.
I will not hide
it from.
I heard him say,
for this reason, anybody wants to imprison me, go ahead. Prison is not for animals. I've been there. I didn't die. I came back. And so it is.
and the reason he had to say so.
I mean, reading the story, I mean, it's one of the big, it's a huge banner story on Ghana Wave. That's why it's even caught attention. Saying that of the many things, he says, speaking to his congregation in a viral video, the founder of the Power Chapel Worldwide asserted that nothing can stop his friendship with Dr. Bawumia and his wife, former Second Lady, who was present at the event. He indicated that going to prison for his friends will not be the end of his life, adding that it will not be the first time he has been incarcerated. It is not clear why he made these remarks, but Reverend Kwesi Boateng, who was the Executive Secretary of the Board of Trustees of the National Cathedral of Ghana project, is the subject of an investigation into corruption allegations surrounding the project. So,
okay.
I mean, just by way of a bit more details. Still here on Ghana Web, how powerful Middle East royal family allegedly called Duncan-Williams over gold smuggling disruption. He was asking that they pray for the GoldBod from over the weekend. Are your grossly uncultured people ashamed to Nanaba blast Mapusa over xenophobic attacks? And Ghana was a crime scene, the country leading the demand for slavery reparations. Those are a bit more in terms of details from Ghana Web.
Yeah, there's a newspaper called the Daily Banner which says that NDC has failed will galvanize NPP's base to redeem Ghana in 2028. And Franklin Kujo warns government about Adamu's license revocation. This is a very serious thing that we're dealing with, because there's a lot more when it comes to Angela List and the ex-husband concerning this Adamu's license and back and forth and all that. I mean, anyways. Bawumia urges unity after NPP regional elections, and Gideon Boakon donates 20,000 Ghana cedis. The Chronicle this morning, Takwa Mine lease. Goldfields meets key renewal terms. Chamber of Mines says so. NPP regional elections, Coca Okoboy emerge winners, and Ochiman accuses Achimansa, DC, of dabbling in chieftaincy matters. Okay. The publisher, enough of the IMF bailouts. Atuforsen rules out 18th IMF deal for Ghana. And the Inquisitor says Coca whips Kokofu. Dr. Randy Abe, new cocoa bill to safeguard farms and improve pricing. And let's look at what the Daily Post says. Cocoa Board warns LVCs, buy cocoa on credit and risk losing your license. And Honorable Atuforsen hands over Defense Minister portfolio to Ken Ajay. And then the BFT says Chinese vehicles gain ground. Oh, I think you did that. Yeah. I'll buy you a Chinese vehicle. You would love it. You would love it.
I'm ready.
The engineering is mind blowing. So, Informer, Imani Boss slams government. Chief Justice cautioned against public perception. President urges Ghanaians to accept home visits and fix grievances or face wrath. That is telling government. The Today newspaper says Group Indu marks 10 years of banking service in Liberia. The expose, Imani condemns Adamu's mining revocation. Tematef war, showdown, Mahama cracks the whip, summons feuding duo. This is a story that has also been carried by the Ghanaian Times, and it is my pick for this morning. And it's a lovely one. Do we have Daily Graphic? Okay, so Daily Graphic says Mahama unveils 5-year drugs production plan, targets 70% pharmaceutical import cut. Corruption index stagnation worrying for development, and government not persecuting opponents. That is what it says this morning. So good morning to all of you there, especially Eriku's Papa for the newspapers this morning. My pick is TDC TMA clash over Development Authority in Tema.
So we're going to begin getting details, right?
Okay.
That's one of the things you're going to get into. On the political front, we know as well that the NPP elected their regional executives from over the weekend. What I'm going to do is run us through a bit of details as to who emerged victorious, and Fred will help with slapping a bit more of the winners. But if you go to 3news.com as well, you have pictures pictures of all of the winners from the weekend. That's Odenehu Kwekuapia. He emerged victorious in the Ashanti region, and you can understand why they started from there, right? It's the stronghold of the opposition party. Gives them the most votes from any region in the country. Then Kwame Bafo, also known as Abronye DC, he retained his slot as the Bono regional chair of the NPP. Also, Alhaji Hussein Nuruddin won in the Northeast region. That's the home region of the vice president, the former vice president, I beg your pardon, the former vice president, Dr. Bawumia. Also, we had Makafui Kofi Wanyo.
No, Wanya.
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 Okay, Wanya.
Wanya,
He emerged.
not Wanya.
He emerged victorious in the Volta region for the NPP.
Wanya.
Then there's Ignatius Akwesie Frifa, Western Regional NPP chair elect. Also is Elvis Figo Awonekai, Upper East Regional chair elect of the NPP. Robert Safo Mensah is chair for the Ahafo region. Then there is Mohammed Batima Adam, Northern Regional chair elect. There is Alhaji Idris Sulemana, is for the Savannah region, won in that part. Jeff Konedu retained his slot for the Eastern region, but we know that Bernard Okuboy as well emerged victorious in the Greater Accra region.
Okay.
He defeated Alfred Boy to win. If you're looking at the regional contribution to Baumia's votes from the 2024 elections, like I was telling you, the Ashanti region, without a shred of doubt, is where they get a lot of their votes. And so 29% of all of the votes which Dr. Bawumia won came from the Ashanti region. The Greater Accra region followed. Then there was the Eastern region, the Central region, Northern, Western, and the Volta region, and Savannah is where he got the least in terms of votes as well. No surprises. Volta region, a stronghold of the governing party, and then the Savannah region being the home region of the current president as well, and so no surprises there. Let me just pick quick thoughts from us as to the outcome from the elections. I mean, which one for you was interesting as to the outcome? Some say they were surprised. Abronye.
Yeah, for me, Abronye is a surprise. It's a surprise for me. The surprise win for Abronye. I mean, I didn't expect him to win, but I mean that is politics. I don't understand the politics of this country, so some of these things, they overwhelm me. I get surprised. I get shocked. There's nothing to say about it. I have to say congratulations to him. It is those in the political party who understand and know the reason they want him to represent them. So by voting for him, they better understand it. For me, I look at a much bigger picture. I look at integrity, personality, and vision, forward-looking person, and being innovative and creative, having a development-oriented mindset.
Oh no, but these are political party.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That yes, but
theirs is to galvanize.
But if the person leading hasn't got a vision, hasn't got integrity,
you see, the vision is it not for the one who wants to lead the country? But you know why I'm seeking to come in. Yeah, obviously there will be a bit more expected of them as regional executives, right? But theirs is to increase voting numbers for their party in the region. If you are tasking Dr. Okoboy, then you are expecting him to have a vision for development for the Greater Accra region. Obviously, he will table that to the parties, because they have working committees which are looking at. You understand?
That is
the point I'm seeking to make is that the point I'm seeking to make is that
that is where we get it wrong.
People must be allowed to be executors of a certain agenda. Not everybody has to carry the responsibility of a vision. There has to be a system.
I think even beyond that, what I'm gleaning from Patrice's submission, because he talked about some level of integrity.
Yeah.
Would you say that? I mean, are you then saying that for?
No.
I wanted I wanted to draw whether the parallels were with him in particular,
you see,
or what is causing you to say that from where you sit, you're not seeing that the candidates that have the right integrity are being chosen for these roles.
So this is my point. After all is said and done, these are the people who would be taking decisions on behalf of the political party. And it's not just a political party, it is a people. And if we do not put certain things at the forefront before selecting, nominating, appointing, and voting for people, we would get certain results.
What do you want to see?
So let me just give a typical example of, with all due respect, the man who is languishing in jail now, he's been handed 20 years. He was chairman of the Asante region. You get it? Would you say, per the judgment that you so read thoroughly, that he had integrity to lead the party in Asante region? I am saying that let decorum lead the political parties. We are making it too much of a popularity contest, somebody who can scream and shout and yell and insult people, or somebody who has a lot of money. But that is not where the country is headed. When you pick the newspaper and you're reading that the dollar is running away from the cedi, Ghana's this has fallen, the agri sector is suffering, there's galamsey and there's all those things, and you're reading every morning and you are distressed by all these things, you don't find out that where did it start? If we don't elect leaders with all these qualities at the party level, then when it gets to the state level, let us not complain when we are getting bad results. That is my only concern and my core, because it starts from that point. We let everything loose. Oh, grassroots. Oh, let everybody go. Oh, he's popular. He shouts, he screams, he insults, he does this, he's everywhere. He goes everything. Let's give him the power. Is that the person you want to lead you as a person? You've been exposed, you've gone to school, you're educated, you know a lot of things. You have wisdom, you have the power to do A, B, C, D, E. You have experience. So you are telling me that you want somebody who, by popular acclamation, by a group of people, to come and lead you. That is where the country is getting rotting every day, every night.
I think in this particular regional elections as conducted by the NPP, the proof will certainly be in the pudding.
Oh, yes.
So as per the galvanization efforts, we'll see the fruit of the labor come 2028. The Daily Guide has the story on page 3, NPP elects new regional bosses. It ends with Dr. Bawumia, who is the flag bearer for the NPP, calling for unity. According to him, completion of the regional elections should mark the beginning of a renewed effort to unite the party and rebuild its structures ahead of the 2028 elections. I think to some degree we're seeing maybe the tensions in the NPP possibly leveling out, because after the elections we saw how tumultuous things were in the party. I think so far it seems to have maybe cooled down somewhat, but they still have further elections to go. They'll be electing the national
elections.
And maybe that's where we'll see the fragmentation, happen again, because the stakes are also very high. But judging from what we've seen so far with these regional elections, maybe on home front for the NPP, things seem to be
for the purposes of clarity, the purposes, I have moved away from the NPP elections.
Okay.
I only said that what shocked me or surprised me was the Bono gentleman, what's his name? Abronye. I just said that is what surprised me, because he had altercations with Kennedy.
He had a lot
exactly.
of.
So what it means is that he's still popular amongst his people.
That's right.
His people still want him. That I have put on the left burner. I have just shifted to the right burner to say that when it comes to politics, Ghanaians have a way of choosing leaders. When they are getting the bad results, then they come back to blame those leaders. That is my point. The reason I was stressing on the front page of a newspaper that carried that one rather than a $10 billion investment in agric. Do we know what that $10 billion investment could do to people with of agri? But we want the sensationalism, things that would come haunting us later. I was just thinking about this over the weekend and I was asking myself, so at a point in time, we believe this person is the best for the country. The person gets into office and then performs abysmally. And then we turn around and say, we don't want you. Then after, another person will come and, what is our problem? So my point is that, on what basis are we choosing such people? Mine is a caution that when we are going to elections, let us ensure that the banner that we carry out as persons, what we think and perceive and conceive in our minds and hearts, ought to deliver what our expectations should be, comparing that to other countries that we believe they are the fine places. You get it? Otherwise, if you elect people within your own grooves, what you would get are the things that are harvested from those groups.
I mean, whatever it is you vote for is a reflection of who you are as a people.
And also what you prioritize at any given point in time.
Yep.
Are you prioritizing quality, integrity, vision, creativity, or as Patrice is saying, has it now become, the name of the game is popularity, numbers, sensationalism?
I think it will always be a popularity contest when it comes to elections.
Which is wrong.
That's the sad part of it.
That is the sad part of it.
That's the sad, because somebody within the ranks can have that kind of vision to turn things around. But I also understand that it's a numbers game, you know, it's a game of attracting persons.
Yes, it is a numbers game.
We also need to rethink.
It ought not be a numbers game.
We need to rethink.
We are a developing country. That is a problem.
Here is why.
We are a developing country.
Here is why I like to see it as what it is. It is a numbers game. Anywhere in this world, it is a numbers game. The people who are making a difference, communism and China, right?
Yes, and some European countries.
And some other European
Sweden,
countries where
Switzerland,
term limits and all of that.
Yeah.
There are conversations as to who leads.
Yes. Based on the quality of the person. And
we will
the
get there, right? We will get there.
Excuse you?
We will get there.
Will?
Yeah, we will get there.
How long?
We will get there when it will be still who is popular, but it will be who is popular out of a select group of people who we know are up there and can do things.
You are whipping egg and butter.
No,
and what are you expecting? You're expecting luncheon meat?
You see,
we will never get there.
No, if you
not
say that
in our time. You see, if we don't,
if we
don't
say
the
no,
nail
Patrice,
on the head,
let me finish.
We will never
let me
get
finish
there.
the point. Let me finish the point that we will get there. You know why I say we will get there? Our democracy is what, 33 years?
Oh, please spare me that.
You see,
what phone are you using?
If
what TV set are you watching?
Patrice, allow me.
Where are you speaking from?
Make the point.
What laptop are you using?
Allow me make
are
the
you saying
point.
because the democracy is 2 years, 3 years, 30 years,
Allow
so you don't
me-
use Pentium,
allow me
this Core
make the
i7, you don't use iPhone 15, you don't use iPhone 17.
You know, allow me make the
What to say,
point.
17 is out.
17 is out.
You know-
So let's get current.
You know, allow me make the point.
No, I'll not let you land on that point because when we move,
No, but I've heard you, so you should
Yes.
also listen to me.
I don't have ears.
No, you should listen to me.
The
No,
point-
because the
that-
passion that overcomes Patrice when we talk about Ghana.
We will.
No.
Patrice, why is all hope lost for you?
No.
Why?
I want to make the point so that if you have
My
a
Accra
disagreement,
people say agrobesoa if you are machi. People say if you are napa. But the point is that when you see the writing is on the wall. You can see from the beginning when Black Stars, when they are playing, and you see the way they are playing, you can just conclude that they will not be able to beat Spain or
So as soon as
Germany.
IU enters the pitch, you
The
know
moment
that.
you see, it's like you know, you leaving the shores of country. When you enter Ghana, you are like, oh Lord, You know, that kind of thing. You're like, back again into this. You don't enter like, ooh, this is it. No, what I'm saying is simple. Let us not say that our democracy is 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Let us stop saying that. What it means is that we're only patting ourselves at the back saying that, oh, Kweku, one day you also grow and get there. No. Let us not do it, because the examples are there for us to see. How somebody is cultivating tomatoes, onions, what's the name? Yam and all those things. They are already there. The blueprint is there. Why can't we just follow it? That is my point.
Can I make the point?
I think now I have ears.
Right. When I speak as to getting there, there are realities, right? I mentioned first that the people we elect are a reflection of who we are. In one breath. Here's why I say that. Look, you can have the most visionary of persons leading this country. In the end, if the people are not aligned, we will not go anywhere. We've seen that before, actually, where our first president was a visionary.
Yes.
It was his own people that masterminded, took him out of office and all of that. The point I'm making is that it is granted we're not moving at the pace we want to be moving at. But if this country will change, will develop, it will take strong leaders and strong institutions. When you wake up every morning and you are a civil servant, you are a government worker, you are a private worker, and you have absolutely no appreciation of where it is that we are going to, you do things anyhow. Yeah, the street lights are supposed to be fixed. You haven't fixed it. Who is supposed to be fixing the street light? It's not who is elected as a political leader who must come and fix the street lights and what have you. I'm not making any excuses for anybody. But there are people who go to work every day. Yes, they work at roads and highways. They are supposed to see through procurement and ensure that lights are fixed. If they go to work and they are not doing it, what has a visionary... Like, the point I'm making is, as much as...
my language.
That's why I said, when you're allow me to make the point. You're not allowing me to make the point.
Please.
So, half the time, you are interjecting. We need strong leaders to lead and drive the country in a particular direction. That is not in doubt. But whilst we are getting a strong leader, the people who are being led as well must appreciate and understand. I always ask myself, like, the people who are supposed to be working at the government agencies, particularly on matters like street lights, potholes, and what have you, like a traffic light is not working for weeks, months. Do the people who, do they know? What do they go to work to go and do if you're supposed to be ensuring that lights are working, right? So those are the things. I'm saying that it's a comprehensive approach to dealing with all of the problems.
It's got to be a healthy marriage between strong leadership and also citizenry that understand the function of said leadership. So it goes hand in hand, because really and truly you do need that kind of radical leadership. Leadership that is able to make the unpopular decision, the unsexy decision, the very uncomfortable decisions. Because across the world, people don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, who enjoys paying taxes? However, leadership ensures that you pay. You see what I'm saying? Because left to the people, they'll decide that, I don't want to pay today, or today I feel like paying it. But also on the flip side, I agree with Marina, because as a people, have we fully understood the function of leadership and how we can support leadership and how we can demand more from leadership?
Thank you.
It should be a healthy marriage of
absolutely.
the
That
two.
is where my problem is.
And let me just make this point.
We don't need a people.
Let me just make this point.
I'll give a typical example. Would you give me just two?
The realization of that is coming. These days, more and more young people are not swayed by the antics of politics as we've had it.
Huh?
Yeah, you can...
Are you seeing a new trend emerging?
Yes.
Are we really, as a people, interrogating our leaders?
And here's the point I'm making, that, yes, as much as it's split across partisan lines, right? When immediately you begin to criticize, they say, Why are you criticizing the government? Are you MPP? If it's the other party, they say, why are you criticizing? Are you NDC and all of that? It is gradual. We will get there, right? We need a bit more of citizen advocacy, citizen awakening to have us get there. But the point is, you can't be dismissive of the fact that, it's never going to happen. No, because you and I both seated here have a certain appreciation of being able to scrutinize and analyze government promises, what they are doing, decipher and say that, okay, this is not supposed to be the case. This is the case. There are a few more persons who are doing that. Was that the case 20 years ago?
Yes. How many times haven't you said in casual conversations that they are the same people? How many times? How many times haven't you said that? So let me debunk that you need strong leadership and you need a people to do this. No. She has lived in the UK. Haven't Ghanaians gone to the UK? Haven't Ghanaians been in the UK? Not all educated. There are educated people there, semi-literates there, and illiterates there in the UK. Do they misbehave when they are in the UK?
They might try.
The system will check you. So you are the people. That same leadership that you're talking about, it exists in the UK, exists in the US, Germany, and everywhere. They are there. These same Ghanaians that you're talking about, the people who are not able to follow what the leaders are doing because you need them to follow, when they travel to all these places, they fall in line.
But Patrice, the leadership also comes from the people. The people are churning out the leadership.
That is what I'm saying.
From a certain culture.
It is a system that we need to create. So when we say that we need that leadership, when is that leadership going to come? When is that leadership? So don't say, I don't believe in we will get there. I believe in we may get there. We may get there. I'm not giving up entirely, but from what I am seeing, we may. The will is like we will get there. That is, you are pinning something. So my point is that it is not about the people, it's not about the leaders, it's about the system that we need to create. Because these same people who are able to leave Ghana and go somewhere else.
So I ask a simple question. Who creates a system? Who creates the system then?
Tell me who.
No, you are not saying about the system.
No, so my point is that
it will come back to leaders and the look. The people
who are we electing as leaders?
The leaders come from the people, from the crop of
we are
people.
making the same point.
Yes, so my point is that if we are going the three-way, the leaders, the people, the system, the leaders, and you are saying that we should elect people, just people.
Nobody has said just elect people. You see, you have to contend with realities. What is the reality? The reality is that as we have it now, it is a popularity contest.
So can't we move away from there? We cited the example here a few weeks ago, saying that when we went to school, the teachers were able to pinpoint who would be the school prefect, who would be the dining, who would be the library, who would be the sacristan prefect, who would be the domestic, our place we call it domestic because those who are in charge of the dormitory and all those things, who would be entertainment, who would be dining hall and all that. And largely, especially those who became the school prefects and the deputy school prefects, you see them in life today and you realize that they have achieved. Everybody knows that, oh yes, this guy be head boy, this guy be head girl, this girl be school. It suits him, it fits the person and all that. So my question is that why is it that when it comes to a state, where the stakes are much, much higher because you are competing globally, we say it needs to be the most popular person or the person who has more funds. Meanwhile, you have not put systems in place to check where the person got the funds from. You have not put systems in place to check whether the person has integrity to contend and contest globally. So the point is that at one point, we believe that when you're even going to give things to your siblings or any of your family people, don't you see the guy who is more reasonable, the girl who is more reasonable to say, hey, Kofi or Aja or Ya, you take this and give to A, B, C, D, and E. You don't just throw it out and say, who should you distribute it? They say, hey, give it to because, it doesn't work that way. We don't have the plan. You mentioned that in this country, when you wake up, people go to work and then they don't have any plan. We don't have a plan. My point is very simple. If we don't put certain things in place, and I think it beats my mind.
You keep making the same point, and I keep asking the same question.
Yes.
Who puts the plan together?
The people you need to elect to a certain position.
You see,
And what have you put there to qualify the people to be in that position? So I come back to the point of the corporate institutions. To work at Bank of Ghana, to work at GCB, to work at Fidelity, to work at MTN, to work at all these corporate institutions, you need to meet a certain threshold of qualification and experience. Why can't we say that to become the chairman or the NPP or NDC regional chairman for the party, you should be A, B, C, D, E, and G?
What sort of criteria would, let's practicalize it, would you say would be beneficial for not even just the NPP, for political parties looking to maybe elect a regional chairman? If you had the opportunity to pen the criteria, what would that individual look like?
First and foremost, what is your plan for the region? What plan do you have for the region? We need to know the plan that you have for the region. Number two, what have you established for us to see that, yes, you are capable of doing it? If you've not even established it practically on the ground, what paper have you produced for us to see that this is the roadmap that you really have for this place and it would work? So you take a region that you know that it is, you can grow yam. After the yam production, what else? Storage. What goes into storage? After storage, preservation. How do you preserve it if people don't buy it? What markets do we have for it? What kind of plans do you have? What kind of establishments have you put? What kind of companies have you used? How many people have you employed? How many people are you taking care of? How many people are you paying? Are you a philanthropist? Are you ensuring that the people within the confines of the region are comfortable? If we don't ask these questions and the person just wakes up and say, I am popular, no. The person must have a plan for the region. Where you want to take the region in the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, we must see it. And then we scrutinize you based on those plans that you have outlined. So you say you are from the Volta region. What is in the Volta region? Is it a place where we can have a game park? Can you have a recreational this? Can you establish this farm? Can you create this? Have you been able to tell us that this is what I am going to do and ensure that I sell to the people for the people to buy in? We don't.
Patrice, one might argue that we have also, in certain quarters, over intellectualized the list of what we're looking for, because we've also seen some serious intellectuals at the helm of affairs who have come and swayed us with beautiful plans and ideas. Is that all it's really going to take, a strict criteria
because
for
the
us
system doesn't punish them
to get the best? Okay, so that's another leg of the conversation.
Yes, the system doesn't punish them. So the point is that if you are not able to achieve what you said, what are the punitive measures?
Okay.
So we're talking about roads. Why would somebody construct a road and in the next 2 months, 3 months, the road is messed up and the person has taken the money and gone? And we are not doing anything and we're waiting for government to bring money to come and fill the potholes that the person has messed up. So when somebody is going to construct a road like the Temamoto Way, for example, we say if that road doesn't last for 20 years, we're going to punish you, we'll jail you and all the people that you worked with, including maybe your family members. Then when you are going to take that contract, the members will say that, guys, we need to do ABC. Otherwise, quality control will come in the next 1 year, 2 years. So whilst you're constructing the road, know that after a year, if a pothole develops, you are in trouble. 2 years, you are in trouble. 3 years, it must last. So if you know that you are not going to do quality work, nobody would dare do it.
I like that leg of the conversation, Patrice, that you introduced about punitive measures and the disincentive. It definitely is the case, and man, I know you'll agree that we've glorified certain things in our society, and even as a people, it's something I don't know if we're really averting our minds to, what we glorify as, being worthy. So I'm not saying that every wrongdoer needs to be shunned forever and ever, but these days somebody, gains popularity for doing the wrong thing and they are rather embraced even more.
Thank you. So that is the
what we
system
now
we have
perceive
created.
as, once it's popular, we don't mind. We seem not to really care the background of that individual. And I think that's also seeped into the way that we do things. Corrupt individuals get such a light pass in society, whereas I think before it used to be the case that you even feel embarrassed to feel comfortable in society when you do the wrong thing. But these days, it's cool.
Yeah.
This person has done this, gone to jail, they return and get even more accolades, even more opportunities. I think to some degree, we also need to take it to the heart of society, to the heart of the home. Why have we changed so much as a people? We used to have shame Now we don't have shame. We don't care. Our standards have dropped. Is it from the nuclear
made
family?
politics light.
Is it because we've gone away from the extended
just made
family?
politics
What
light.
is changing about us as a people that we're not glorifying excellence? Watch Ghanaian movies of old. The way we used to hold our posture, the way we used to speak. Things are really changing. And if I can agree with one thing is that, with Patrice, is that we've got to also present refined candidates. And
Yes.
I agree with Mauna as well that we as a people, what do we want?
Ellen,
What
mine
do
is,
we want?
which one would you choose?
053-220-0927. 053-220-0927. Let us in on what you think as to this what we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
053-220-0927. And it's a conversation that comes up every now and then as to where we're headed as a people, what really we have planned for ourselves, amongst other things. You can share your thoughts with us, not just here, but on Facebook as well, where we're streaming live. 053-220-0927. Patrice, just so that we can get on.
So I was saying, which one would you choose? Would you prefer a qualified doctor who would err in the process of doing the surgery, or you go for a quack one who would equally err? So yes,
nobody wants
Qualified always.
Exactly. So I'm picking this from the point that we have got people who are enlightened to do this, but yet they didn't achieve. Yes. So it is better for you to get the person hired now. After getting them, then now you put in place structures that would check those people.
And then when they err, you also have punitive.
Exactly. They must be punished. People must be punished. Why does it happen in China, in Japan, in Singapore, in South Korea? Why do people get punished when they err? So I think which country was that? The gentleman, he was an MP, and instead of taking the bicycle or the train, he used electronic transport, the Uber and all those things, and he presented his invoice for payment. He was taken out. He was sacked.
Right.
Because everybody else was joining the bus and they were riding bicycles, but you were taking Uber. No way. They just cut him out.
Let's get into some other matters.
Yes.
Fuel prices are expected to drop. Starting from today, the NPA has reduced the price floor as well, and so that's a matter of interest for those of us, those of you who drive, right? Those of you who drive.
In fact, for all of us, because once fuel prices start to dance pan logo, everything starts to also dance pan logo, food prices and so on and so forth. So this is what a further drop from what we've seen recently, Mauna. Is that what it is? We know that government had absorbed a certain percentage of the cost. Somewhat 2 weeks
Yes,
past.
so 2 cedis was swallowed by the government from the price of diesel.
Diesel, okay.
It's just diesel. But from what we are understanding, the NPA price floor has been reduced from 14 cedis, 53 pesos per litre on petrol to 13 cedis, 92 pesos per litre. And then diesel, the price floor has fallen from 16.97 to 15.19. So a reduction of 1 cedi, 78 pesos from diesel in terms of the price floor. And so relatively you see that there's a decline of some sort for at least from now till the end of August.
Until the end of August.
Yeah, because we have two pricing windows. We have two pricing windows.
Okay.
Depending on what happens on the world market in terms of prices, we're expecting the price to be relatively stable like this until the end of the month.
And then, of course, the way in which the city performs will be very crucial as well. I think we've seen some increase in the
performance of the city. I think not interbank, but BOG rates moved from 11 to 10.90 thereabouts before the week ended last week. And so if that performs a bit more in terms of creditably, then we could see a bit more in terms of an easing as well as to the pump prices.
As we discussed the other time when we had the graph up, we talked about the different components that make up the price of fuel. It'll be also interesting to watch. I'm sure as further developments happen, we can have our graphs up. We'll talk about it some more because we know how important it is for all of us to purchase fuel at a decent price. It also stops the transport operators from salivating too much. As soon as we hear any price increase, we're up in arms because there's no competition, so we're at the mercy. So we welcome this news.
Yeah, I think we should speak to, excuse me, Duncan-Williams. He's one of the experts. He's executive
at COPEC.
COPEC, executive secretary of COPEC, and I think Duncan can speak to these. But for me, I always like to deal with what would ameliorate the situation. I'm not comfortable with, the price has gone up, it's gone up, it's gone down, they've done well. It's gone up, it's gone up. It's come down, they've done well. Why are we not able to meet the threshold that will satisfy the Ghanaian market? Has it got to do with production? If it is production, why do we have all these oil ports, or oil wells? Let me just situate it properly. Yet we are struggling. How many barrels can this country produce per the oil wells that we have? Are we able to meet it? What is the option to gas? You get it? Are we able to do all these things? Are we able to now, Tema Oil Refinery is on stream and it is working. Now, what are we doing with Tema Oil Refinery? Are we able to refine our own oil?
We have started refining.
Great. If so, what are the volumes that we're looking at? And what period are we giving ourselves that by 2028, 2027, 2029, Ghana should be producing 200 million barrels of petrol? But we leave it open. So whoever is heading MPA, GMPC, Ghana Gas, all these things, we don't know where they need to take us to. So we flip-flop every now and then. So the price is going up. Then people are like, hey, but those are external factors. Now, when these external factors set in, what are the internal shocks that we have put in place based on the plan and strategy that we have for the country? So till date, I don't know if it exists, then please forgive me. But I've not seen any document that points me that Ghana, per the Talo this, Sankofa this, Tano this, and all that, can produce 20 million barrels. Ghana consumes 10 million barrels. So when we have the 20 and we are able to refine all the barrels, we can export to this country, we can sell to people at this price, and this is where Ghana would be. I have not seen such a document. So when fuel price is gone up.
Are you sure you've not seen it or you've not found it?
Because I've not seen it.
If there is one thing that we have in abundance, it's not policy document.
Yeah,
it is
but
not,
I've not seen it.
Policy document.
We can write some beautiful things.
Yes.
Don't joke with the Republic of Ghana when it comes to policy document.
So China,
I'm just saying that. Yes. Don't say you've not seen it.
But I've not
don't
seen
say.
It.
Don't say you've not seen it to suggest it is not there.
No. That is why my initial comment was, let's speak to Duncan-Williams. Duncan-Williams can tell us if there's a policy document like that. You get it? My second point is that I have not seen it, and truly I have not seen it. Neither have I read it anywhere. But my point is that if that was the case, I think between the three of us here would have known that, no, there's a document that says that by 2028, Ghana is going to be fuel sufficient.
I can get
Please
online and
pull
I'll
out
fetch
something.
it.
So these are the matters I speak to. Lest the politicians take us for a ride every now and then because they know the media will discuss it when it goes up, the media will discuss when it comes down. When it was 17 cities, what did we say? It's gone up, it's gone up. When it was coming down 9 cities, you're like, ha. 9 cities, now it's like a bottle of beer. You get it? So all we do is that we just glorify ourselves in all these price hikes, price drop, without knowing what holds it for us as a people. Because if we know that we have tasked Edwiji Tamaklo to ensure that wherever he's working, they are supposed to do this, and what's the name? Bawa and Co at God, they are doing this. They're supposed to ensure that God gets this. We're supposed what's the name? The gentleman at Valco, he's been able to do this. We have been able to do. That is what I want to hear. That is the story I want to see in the story, in the books, the primary schools. Ghana used to rely on this, but now Ghana is a producer of 2 million barrels of, yes, so it's in our textbooks as a fact. But if it's not there, politicians always take us for a ride.
Fair enough. That's Patrice Amegashi. See if there are a bit more in terms of messages this morning.
Yeah.
This one.
TMA there. TDC TMA.
Good morning, guys. I'm Dominic Afachao from Kokomlemle. What you guys are saying is good, but in Ghana here, the educated people are the ones killing us.
Oh.
That cracks me up.
Because Patrice says that we don't punish.
Yes.
We don't punish.
That cracked me up. This is Ebenezer inside Lagos. Says that I so much agree with Patrice on the kind of leadership we have or select. It has been so normalized to the extent that we don't care who leads us as long as the person is popular. They come to power without knowing what they are coming to do because we select them based on their popularity. We need to change things. Here, let me make a correction in relation to this, right? See, we will give politicians grief and we will worry them and we will do it. But see, their vision and all of that, there are committees which are putting together policy documents which becomes the flag bearers' manifesto or vision. You understand? So let us start from somewhere. As a citizen, pick the manifesto. At least that's the working document they promised, they based on and came to you that vote for them. And begin to read and ask yourself if they are doing what they said they will do. That's a start. So the NDC is in power now. They had a youth manifesto and then they had a manifesto proper. Let's comb through it. What did they say they were going to do? Are they doing it? That's a starting point, right? Because if you say they don't have any plan when they come, that's not true. They come with they sell you an idea. Of course, it's reduced to slogans and say, what were the popular songs from the 2024 even? There was Queen Queen or something, and then which one was very popular for the NPP? I don't remember. The NPP, for some very strange reason, they never seem to have apart from...
They had four... okay, I thought
that was
there was four more to do more. That one was very popular. This is back in the day.
Yeah.
They
don't really have...
When it comes to slogans, nobody beats the MPP.
Oh, they have a lot.
They were using... it's true. They were using one of... Yes, they were using one of... That the old Sisifian. But that's not a political song proper, right? We tend to see a lot of the things reduced to just slogans. But there's actually a document they are holding and saying they don't... A lot of the things they say they will do, if you go, it is in this. Obviously, some is just said on the campaign platforms, which we still hold them by, right? So, if you say they don't come with a plan, I will not agree in entirety.
They do not.
It's a working. No, document.
They do not come with a plan.
Let's do sports.
Yes,
let's do sport.
Bilishan is here with his waistcoat.
Bilishan.
May I just say good morning to Kojo Adai-Mensah? He is head of a data bank. He's the CEO of Data Bank.
Absolutely. Please, can I ask Bill a question?
Yeah, by all means.
Bill, are you getting married today?
Am I getting married
today?
Because you are dressed to the nines. This is somebody's wedding shadow.
Hey.
Leary.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Here comes the groom.
I'll take him to Smoothie this morning.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Big man.
Oxford Street. So I'll take him to He's getting married, so we need to celebrate him.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because of Smoothie, you are getting
Bill,
married.
the way you are shining this morning, are you sure you don't have a work wife? We're talking about it this morning. Those come to work on Monday, all guns blazing, laughing, all shining, all 30-60.
Wow, a work wife?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
There's something hiding somewhere. I'll take it to Smoothie too.
Hey.
We'll go to Smoothie.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll deal with the matter over
we'll deal with the matter.
If we need an arbiter, then we'll take...
We'll take my way now.
Let's get into the very latest from the world of sports.